y'all to do me a solid and be fucking for real.
Hola, mis amores, ¿cómo están? Hi, my loves, how are you doing today? So I'm back with another video podcast, okay? So here we're going to talk about child support and these dusty males, because we all know every dusty male, it doesn't even matter what color they are, always try to get out of paying child support. And I don't know why you women keep giving these males heirs. They don't deserve heirs. Like, stop giving them heirs, for God's sake. They don't even want to pay child support. And usually child support isn't even that much. It's like maybe $500-$600 a month. It's like nothing. Like, why do you keep giving them heirs? It's like, stop it already. All right. Like, okay, so let's take a look at males literally exposing other males, right? And exposing themselves when it comes to this child support issue and how intense they get about not wanting to pay for child support for their own children. No, for their own children. And then I'll leave my comments at the end. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me. Oh my God. Love you so much.
You know, I hear this a lot and understand this sentiment. Does child support send men into poverty? I hear that a whole lot. And here's the deal. Here's the way I look at it. And here's what I think child support attempts to do. Let's say that you're the father of a child and you're living with the mother of the child. You have a family unit. You're both living in the same location, an apartment, a house, whatever. You're both contributing to the upkeep of the child. Part of your paycheck as the father goes into a common fund that pays for the food, clothing, and shelter for that child. Now, when you break up, should you not still be responsible for a portion of that food, clothing, and shelter for the child? And if you pay that, is that going to send you into poverty? Well, if it didn't send you into poverty before, it shouldn't send you into poverty now. And I think that's what child support and the child support laws tend to do, is maintain the status quo as if you were still together from a financial standpoint. So in that sense, it really shouldn't send men into poverty.
And like, now that we're broken up, like, if we were broke up and you didn't put me on child support, I probably would have been there more. But now that I am on child support, I'm probably going to only do the child support. That's all you're getting from me.
Well, why do you have to look at it as it being spiteful?
Why is
that spiteful?
What else would it be?
Why are you acting like all of a sudden you're allergic to financial arrangements? You have a financial arrangement with the owner of your car. When you bought your car and they made you sign that paperwork, you still enjoy your car even though there's an arrangement in place, right? You enjoy your place of residence, your apartment complex, your house that you own. You had to sign paperwork that bound you financially to those things. But as soon as somebody said, now we need paperwork to bind you financially to your child, you act like, nah. I'm allergic to paperwork. Nobody owes it to you to take an IOU or to take your word as a man that you're going to step up and do what's right for your child and provide for that child the way you're supposed to. And the fact that he calls it spiteful, that she put him on child support, but it's not spiteful for him to only pay child support and not see the child, not build a relationship with the child. Like, do you not see your hypocrisy? Some of these women, they plan their own bills based on your child support. Maybe it's the, school clothes, or maybe it's, school tuition. Maybe it's feeding the child. Maybe it's clothing the child, keeping a roof over the child's head. Some of them have their finances, set up in a way that your child support is figured in. She can't take you being like, you know what, I don't got it this month. You know what, I don't got it next month. I'm going on a trip with my homeboy, and the trip gonna cost a little bit more than usual. Like, that's normally how it is. Women don't typically run down and put you on paperwork. What normally happens is you missed it one time too many, or all the financial burden came on her, and she was like, you know what, I need more structure. If you were reliable, she probably wouldn't have put you on child support, but she doesn't owe it to you not to. Her responsibility is not to you in your pocket, it's to the child that you both made. These are the kind of men that end up alone in a nursing home with nobody that comes to visit because they've never taken the time to build a relationship with their children. So when they're old and nobody wants to take care of them, then they want to finally reach out when they need something. And the kid is like, no, all I've ever known is my mom. Y'all are so worried about a woman dying alone, but the women are the one who are taking care of the children. The children are the one who are coming to visit the mother.
These are the things men do to dodge child support. Number one, they tell their job to pay them under the table. So it'll look like he ain't working. He ain't getting no income. Number two, they start saying they can't take care of themselves. They got to pay their own bills. They got to live. They got to eat. Well, the child got to eat too. Number three, they make you look like a bad woman. They gonna tell everybody around town that you ain't taking care of your kid. You ain't no good mama. You ain't no good woman. You want to take advantage of me? So everybody can feel sorry for him and everybody get mad at you. Number four, he get his hours cut. He only doing it so the judge can feel sorry for him and lower the child support payments. That way he can keep more money while you get little money. Or he thinking the judge ain't gonna charge him nothing.
Child support is not for a punishment or to be put on because someone is not doing something. Child support is actually just to establish what the rights financially are in your matter.
The real issue that men have against child support, and it's not even the amount, because let's just face it, even if it was $40, they would still have a problem. But the main issue that they have is just the fact that the child's mother has access to the money. That's it. And they cannot control what she does with the money. That's it. That's all.
So yeah, I mean, this is actually scary to me because this is the caliber of parents that we have out here. And these individuals are the individuals that will keep popping out kids left, right, center that they can't take care of. And they're not even interested in taking care of. They're not even thinking about these children first. Fighting each other about who's going to financially take care of the child. Like complaining about paying child support that's supposed to be for the child, and that is for the child. Complaining about not, paying child support because the woman might spend it on herself. The stupidity of the whole thing. The woman is the one that gave birth to the child. So how is she supposed to take care of the child if she's also not being taken care of, if she's also not able to take care of herself? What kind of stupidity of a complaint is that? So you don't mind getting her pregnant. You don't mind her being the one to go through the whole 9 months. You don't mind her being the one to have to murph her body in the entirety of her life, right? Because she's having your child. But you don't even want to financially contribute to the growing up of the child or the taking care of the mother because you can no longer have sex with her, because you can't control her anymore. It's the audacity of the whole thing. This is the type of stuff that irritates me to no tomorrow. Stop giving birth to these kids. Ladies, stop giving them heirs. They do not deserve it. And it doesn't really do much for you to keep giving them heirs, because kids will grow up to do whatever they want anyway. If you're one of those, it's like, well, they'll take care of me when I'm old. No, not really. Not necessarily. The kids will grow up and they'll do whatever they can or whatever they want to do when they're old. That's not a good reason to give birth to a child. Stop spreading your legs. And I tell you guys on my channel all the time, do not sleep with these males. Ever. Ever. If you can't do that, then at least wait a minimum of a year, so that you can really get a true picture of who this person is, who this individual is, before opening your legs for anybody. Period. And don't get with a male thinking, oh, it's because he cares. Oh, he's because he loves it. Like, males aren't capable of love. They're not capable of that emotion. I keep trying to explain this to you. They do not know how to feel love. They do not know how to exhibit love. They cannot feel that. They don't have the capability of doing it. Even if they wanted to, they can't. They can't do it. It is just their biological limitation. They have not evolved. So they just can't do it. Everything and anything that they do will be because they're thinking of themselves first. What can I get from this woman? What benefit can she bring to me? Is she going to do all the cooking? Is she going to do all the cleaning? Am I going to be able to get punani whenever I want it? And whenever those things are taken away and he doesn't have control and access to those things anymore, that's it. So you tell me, is that love? Is that love? And it doesn't matter if they've brought or contributed into bringing a child into this world. It really doesn't matter. Because they won't take care of the child. They'll complain about being financially responsible for the child through child support. They'll say, oh, but I'm spending time with the child. Meanwhile, you're the one doing the bulk load of the work, taking the child to and from school, making sure that the child is doing well in school, giving the emotional support. But they'll sit here and have the audacity to complain about the below bare minimum that they think that they're doing. That's why I tell you, ladies, don't have heirs for these Neanderthals. Don't do it. Freeze your eggs. Make sure that you are financially comfortable. If you want a child, freeze your eggs. Make sure that you're financially comfortable. Make sure that you build your own career, that you focus on yourself, have fun. Then you don't have to worry about like this age limitation. Not in 2024. Plan the freezing of your eggs, right? And then when you're ready to have a child, then you can have a child if you want that, if that's what you want. You can even go the surrogate route, because at this point, you've had the chance to build, you've had the chance to save, you probably have your own home, you've probably traveled. And then you won't have to deal with this Neanderthal males trying to control you, trying to tell you what to do, trying to harass you because they're giving you $40 a month, because they're giving you $600 a month. Even $1,200 a month is nothing when you're trying to take care of a child. What is that going to do when the mother has to be taken care of as well? Regardless of whether or not you're sleeping with her, she needs to be taken care of, period. She sacrificed the entirety of her body to give birth to your child. The audacity. Not only that, I don't know if you women realize that when you give birth, with every child that you give birth to, it literally shortens your lifespan by, I believe the average is 3 to 5 years. It shortens your lifespan by that much. So women, I keep telling you, leave them in the dust. And if they don't want to contribute child support and stuff like that, like, put them on child support. Most definitely. Always 100%. If you're no longer together and you had a child together, put them on child support 100%. But if they're not contributing, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, just let the legal system take care of it, go through the courts, but continue to focus on yourself. At the end of the day, those are the same males that will die alone. They really will. They'll be by themselves, wondering why they're pathetic, wondering why they're unhappy, wondering why the kids are grown and the kids don't even speak to them, you know. But focus on yourself and don't get with no more males. Don't give no more males no heirs. They're not worth it. They don't deserve it. Most of them don't deserve it. If they're not a part of the 1%, and on top of that, if they're not providers, if they're not givers, right? Because you don't want just someone that's a part of the 1% and that's it. You know, he needs to be a provider. He needs to be a giver. Because it really doesn't make sense for them to ask you to literally risk your life to give birth to their heir and then complain about contributing $1,200 a month to the care of that child because they can't control where the money is going. The money should be going to the child and the mother. Period. Like, what the hell are we even debating here? So anyways, that's my thought on the issue. You know, it really, it's very irritating, very irritating. So close your legs, stop giving them air, stop giving birth, period. That's it. That's all you got to do. Right. And then, you know, live your life, enjoy your life. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'm getting too old this, or I'm getting too old that. You don't have to worry about that anymore. We have the surrogate route, and we also have the freezing your eggs. They do a couple of rounds when it comes to freezing your eggs to make sure that you have more than enough eggs to suffice you when the time comes. And that's it. So anyways, y'all, leave it in the comments below what your thoughts are on this particular issue. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me. Oh my God, love you so much. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.